I'm Kathy Urell. I'm with California Bank and Trust. As you begin your home search, it's important to have the right team of people working for you. And they're going to help you make your home buying experience less stressful. It's going to be stressful anyway, but you want to make it as least stressful as possible. And that's what the team of folks that you're going to assemble will do for you. Buying a home is, for most of us, the largest purchase we will ever make. And there's a lot that goes into buying a house. So you do want to have the right people at your side that will have your best interest at heart, and they know how to assist you with this process to get you through it from beginning to end. It's best to work with someone you're comfortable with, someone that's professional, someone that's knowledgeable, someone that is experienced, someone that has integrity, because you are going to be sharing your financial information with them. And so it's critical that you feel comfortable with that person, giving them your financial information. So make sure that you feel as comfortable with these individuals, and that is your entire team, as possible. You're going to be communicating with this team of individuals as much, if not more, than you do with your significant other or your family during this whole home buying process. Now let's drill down to who are the folks that make up your home buying team. As a first-time home buyer, a great first person to contact is a housing counselor. A housing counselor is someone that works at an organization like VCCDC. The housing counselor will help you prepare for home ownership by going over the benefits and responsibility of owning a home. They will also help you with determining if you are financially prepared to buy a house. And if you're not quite there financially, they'll help you establish a budget, advise you on how to save money so that you are prepared for home ownership. In addition to being financially prepared to buy a house, you'll also need to be ready to do whatever it takes to maintain the house. The house will need repairs at some point, and it also needs continuous maintenance. Owning a home is a journey. It's a process. There's something that always needs to be done around the house, no matter how small. As a homeowner, it is your responsibility to make whatever repairs are necessary. Now, you just can't call the landlord like you used to fix whatever it is that needs to be fixed. This is all on you now, so you have to be ready to make sure that you can make the necessary repairs. Another critical aspect to buying a house is your credit. The home counselor will help you build or improve your credit if you need that help. The home counselor will also help educate you on the home buying process and educate you on the different down payment options and the different types of mortgage loans that are out there. Now, you're also going to work with a loan officer like myself on the loan and the down payment options. But starting to work with a home counselor is a good first step. It'll give you a little bit more information up front, and then you'll come back to me as a loan officer, and I'll give you all the nitty gritty down to the facts about what loans are out there for you. Even though it's not required that you work with housing counselors, I strongly recommend it. Housing counselors like VCCDC will help you avoid pitfalls and costly financial mistakes. A housing counselor is a great resource to assist you with establishing a home buying action plan, and they also help walk you through the home buying process. Now, the next person that will be a member of your team is the real estate agent. Real estate agents are licensed professionals who facilitate real estate transactions between buyers and sellers. I'm sure most of you have heard about real estate agents. And just like with any other profession, you have good ones and you have not so good ones. And there's different ways to find agents. You can find an agent through family or friends, like referrals. You can find agents at open houses. You can find agents with off yard signs. You can find agents on websites, online, like with sites like Realtor.com or Zillow or Redfin. But finding the right agent that fits you is important. I suggest that you speak with at least 2 agents before deciding on the one to go with. I suggest interviewing these 2 agents because you're going to kind of be in a relationship with this agent for as long as it takes to find your home. So you want to be comfortable with that person. And however you find your agent, that person has a big job to do. You will probably have an idea of where you want to live, so you'll discuss this with the agent. And they can tell you how much homes in that area cost, as well as tell you things about the area. And the little things that they'll tell you about the area, I feel are important. And those things are like, where the supermarket is, how safe the area is. And if you have kids, where the schools are and what those schools are like. And then I also kind of get down to the nitty gritty about little things. Does this agent know if there's a farmer's market locally or something like that? So basically, the agent should know the area well enough to tell you about it and to answer any questions that you have about that area. You're going to also tell the agent what type of home you're looking to buy. And that agent will show you properties based on the criteria you give them. So for example, if you tell the agent you want a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home, that's the type of home the agent is going to show you. And once you find that dream home, that 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom home, the agent will write up the offer and submit it to the sellers and the seller's agent. Your agent is responsible for managing the purchase negotiations with the seller and the seller's agent in order to get you the house at the best price. But even before writing that offer, the agent should have gone over with you your budget and kind of discussed with you how much you can afford to buy. And based on that discussion, the agent should have an approximate idea of, based on your purchase price and your approximate down payment, just about how much your payments are going to be. And those payments should be, the big ticket items in your monthly payment are going to be your property taxes and your mortgage payment. And the agent should be able to give you an idea of what the property taxes are in that area on an annual basis. And then you'll just take that number divided by 12, and then an idea of what your mortgage payment is. Now, just so you know, as a first-time home buyer, your property taxes and your homeowner's insurance will be included in your monthly payment. That's required. Now, the next partner that I'm going to talk about in a moment is someone like myself, a loan officer. Now, we're the ones that actually give you the hard numbers on what you qualify for and what the down payment is, based on what you want your payments to be and what you can afford and all that stuff. It is my opinion, however, that a good real estate agent should have a grasp of where the market is, what's going on in the market, what the rates are. And so just kind of a general idea and be able to give you an approximation of what your taxes and your payment will be. And then the loan officer is just going to be able to confirm that or give you, again, those hard numbers. But you don't want to waste your agent's time. You don't want to waste your time for them to show you a property that you can't afford. So knowing, what your payment is, what you can afford, all that down payment is really a good idea, as much upfront as possible, to go over that with the agent. Now, the loan officer is the next member of your team. The loan officer's primary job is to determine how much of a mortgage you qualify for and to get the loan done for you. Now, for some people, they will contact the loan officer before contacting the real estate agent, but it's up to each individual. You can contact me first, you can contact your agent first. By contacting me, I would do what's called a pre-qual for you, get you pre-qualified, pre-approved for the loan so that you'll have that document, or contact the agent and then kind of go over with them what you're looking for, what the area is, again, and what the purchase price is and down payment. But either way, whoever you contact, whether the agent or me, we're going to work together, and our goal is to get you in the house. That is our goal. So as our loan officer, I'm going to educate you on the different loan types, and there are many different loan programs out there. Those programs are programs such as the conventional loans, the government loans, and government loans like FHA programs. The other loans out there, loans like VA. Now, for VA loans, those are for veterans. So if you are a veteran, then you would be able to qualify, or an ex-veteran or currently in the service. You'd be able to qualify for a VA mortgage. With those mortgages, with the VA mortgage, you have a very little down payment, and it's just for veterans. But with most other loans, if you put less than 20% as a down payment, there is private mortgage insurance, also known as PMI, and that amount is added to your monthly mortgage payment every month. The exception to that is that, again, if you're a veteran, there is no PMI, there's no mortgage insurance, but VA loans do have what's called a funding fee. Another loan that does not have PMI, even if you put less than 20% down, is a loan program that my bank, California Bank and Trust, offers. With this program, you put as little as 3% down, and there is no PMI mortgage insurance at all. This program also offers closing cost assistance, which will help cover some of your closing costs. This program is area and income specific, and it is a great option that can save you hundreds of dollars per month in your mortgage payment. As your loan officer, I'll go over what the different interest rates are that are out there, and each interest rate is different for each loan program and individual, because interest rates are based on several factors. Interest rates are based on your credit score, based on your total income to the amount of debt you have, called the debt ratio, income, the amount of money you are putting down as a down payment, and also it is based on what your loan term will be, 15-year term, 20-year loan term, or a 30-year loan term. Of course, the longer the loan term, the lower the monthly payment, and the 30-year term is our most popular term, especially for first-time home buyers. Interest rates are not a one-size-fits-all. I will go over points and whatever loan costs there are as well, and just like with interest rates, loan cost and points also vary. So make sure you cover all of that with your loan officer, because you really want to know what is the best loan product for you and your family. My job is to oversee the entire loan transaction from the beginning to the end. When your loan is closed, we're done, but we got to get there first. I'm always going to be available to answer any questions, and believe me, you will have questions. Getting a loan to buy a house can be stressful. I'll do my best to minimize your stress. That's my job. Other parties involved in your home buying search are the escrow and title companies and the appraisers. Escrow companies are neutral third parties that handle the money from you, the buyer, and the money that goes to the seller. The escrow officer facilitates the exchange and distribution of the items needed to transfer or finance real estate transactions. A successful escrow is usually the product of an experienced team of real estate folks working together. That would be your real estate agent, your loan officer, and your escrow professionals. We all work together to guide you through this short-lived yet very important transaction. The title company is also a neutral third party. They verify the seller is the legal owner of the property and can legally transfer title to you. Title companies search public records to make sure the person's claiming to own the property does in fact legally own the property and can in fact legally transfer that property to you. The title company issues title insurance that protects you and the lender from lawsuits or from claims against the property if there are any disputes in the future. Now, appraisers are licensed by the state to determine the current value of a property. The appraiser determines the value of the property based on its condition, age, location, and it compares it to other properties in the area. And those other properties that they compare it to are called comparables. Appraisers are a critical part, as they will confirm that you are paying a fair price for the house based on their analysis. In conclusion, I'd like to say that the housing counselor and the real estate agent and me as your loan officer or any loan officer you choose to work with, we all work together towards a common goal. And that goal is to get you and your house as stress-free as possible and as affordably as possible. Thank you. And thank you, VCCDC, for this opportunity. Feel free to contact me if you have any questions or enter the questions in the chat box. I wish you all the best in your home search.